Good evening and welcome to Big Z Sports presentation of high school wrestling. Tonight, the Harrison Central Huskies travel to Uhrichsville to take on the Claymont Mustangs. Wrestling coverage all season long is made possible thanks to Ron's Heating and Cooling, Keim Home Center, and Right Mark Roofing. Now let's head to the Hartzler Quality Housing Mobile Studio for the best coverage of high school wrestling with Big Z Sports.
High school wrestling has returned on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel, and we are bringing you Claymont hosting Harrison Central. Good evening, everyone. Nick McWilliams, Blaze McMorrow, and Travis Poland, as we will bring you all of this action today on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Get subscribed if you have not done so. Click notifications on so you know when we go live. Gentlemen, I'm going to turn things over to you for pretty much the entire night. Our Big Z Sports' resident wrestling experts. Early season showdown. What are you looking for the most out of a matchup like this?
Well, hey, we're first off, thanks for having us in here. I ran into Blaze the other day, and every time I see him, we get talking wrestling. So this is a great opportunity for us. We were talking about this match, and we're going to see a couple young teams, I think, is what we're seeing. A lot of inexperience here in a couple years. There are going to be some serious firepower coming out of this. They're going to need some experience, but I'm looking over here at the lineup. I'm seeing some age discrepancies. It seems to kind of favor Harrison Central, but boy, there's a lot of experience in the young Mustangs here. So looking for an exciting match. Don't know how long it's going to last because it looks like there's going to be a handful of forfeits. But all in all, we're excited for tonight.
Yeah, you look at talking to Coach Bryant. I think we're going to have seven forfeits. Numbers are kind of against him right now. He's working through some things with hydration and got some guys that just came out. So he's talking like maybe hopefully by midseason get that full lineup that they want. And then when you talk to Coach Kyle Warner, 14 freshmen. Yeah. You look at their lineup, they got one senior and Ryan Jackson and maybe two juniors. That's basically a freshman and sophomore team. So this is some of these guys, this is going to be their first varsity experience. And obviously, it's going to be kind of jump into the water right here because they're going to go to Barnesville this weekend. Yeah. And I was just happened to looking over the team list, and it's going to be some dogfighting.
Easier said than done whenever it comes to these early season showdowns, try to figure all that out, I would imagine, know, whenever it comes to who are going to be kind of your guys moving forward. But that's the beauty of it, too. You get some different names in there and get them some good varsity experience. Who knows? Maybe they'll be the ones who make a big impression later on in the year. We'll go ahead and take our first time out. When we return, we're meeting up with the coaches. First, it is head coach for Harrison Central, Bill Bryan. Stay tuned to the Big Z Sports YouTube channel.
Lindsay Adams State Farm takes pride in customer service, community involvement, and their professional knowledge in the products and services offered, providing protection to their customers in more ways than just their auto insurance by protecting you from encountering any unexpected occurrences, including your auto, home, income, and the loss of a loved one. At Lindsay Adams State Farm, you're more than a customer, you're part of their family. Learn more about what Lindsay and her agents can do for you by visiting lindsayadamsf.com. Ron's Heating and Cooling in Denison has been serving this great area since 1977. At Ron's, no matter what you need, they can handle it. From heating and cooling to standby Generac generators, water heaters, tankless water heaters, mobile home equipment, duct cleaning, and 24-hour no-heat service. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call 740-922-5252. Ron's Heating and Cooling proudly supports high school sports and would like to wish best of luck to all local athletes participating this season.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Keim, we're in the business of uncommon experiences. and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Keim Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Commercial building owners, how well do you keep your roof maintained? At Rightmark Roofing, we offer our Bullseye Maintenance Program to building owners to help keep your roof healthy. This includes our 21-point inspection that examines all the essential areas of your roof that require year-round maintenance, a detailed report on the health and status of your roof, priority service that moves you to the front of the line, and discounts that reduce the risk of expensive repairs. Give us a call at 330-275-0088 or visit our website at rightmarkroofing.com to learn more.
Welcome back to Claymont High School. We're WTUZ Sports. We're here with Harrison Central head coach Bill Bryant. Coach, season started.
It has. We started last week at WIT. Competed fairly well up there. Better than anticipated. So, very inexperienced lineup this season. Tonight we got 3 freshmen, a sophomore, 3 juniors, and a senior. So, don't have a lot to work with tonight. We've got some kids coming out that are getting healthy and working on hydration aspect of things. We're hoping to fill a lineup by mid-December or end of December and get things rolling in the right direction. Tonight we just want to come up here and battle and see where we're at.
And Coach, how do you, with the season being such a long season, how do you, obviously this is your second match this year, how do you, with having an inexperienced team, how do you go from where you are now to what the goal is in obviously February, March?
Well, obviously, I mean, it's all about competing at the state tournament. That's our main goal. We do break our season up into 2 seasons, though. So mid-January will be the end of our first season at our conference tournament, the UVAC tournament. Try to get geared on the podium there as well. And then after that, we kind of dial it back a little bit, lighten the schedule. Work on trying to get kids healthy so that way when the postseason comes, we can make that run.
And I'd be foolish before we end this interview if I didn't ask you about Landon Thomas. Returning state runner-up, projected state champ this year. What does he bring to your room, and what is it like to coach a kid like that?
This year it's been a different Landon. As long as he's ever wrestled, he's always had his brother there to support him, practice with him. It's been a little different this year, but the nice thing about Landon, he's really stepped up as far as a leader this year. He's trying to take guys under his wing, trying to let them know, hey, we don't do that, we're doing this. So he's really stepped his leadership role up this year. But it's great to have a kid in there that knows what it's like to get to the dance, and hopefully, with some hard work this season, and we can get the ultimate goal of winning the title. Absolutely.
Well, Coach, I'm looking forward to seeing the Huskies on the mat, and it's a long season, but we're excited and excited to see what you guys got. This is Coach Bill Bryant, Harrison Central head coach, and this is WTUZ Sports and your pre-match show.
Welcome back in as Big Z Sports featuring some high school wrestling on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel, and we are going to go along the mat with the coach, and it is head coach Kyle Warner for the Claymont Mustangs. Coach, first and foremost, we're happy to be back here getting some earlier season wrestling going for you guys. Early on in the year, what are you looking for most for your guys who go out there on the mat?
Just get out there and compete. I mean, see where we're at. This is a good start to start off the season. We got Harrison tonight, and then we'll run right into Barnesville, which is going to be a very solid tournament to start things off, see where we're at, and then, make our adjustments and go from there.
Now, last year you guys had a lot of underclassmen who stepped up in big ways for you guys, had some very productive matches. What are you expecting out of them moving forward now, a year older, a year stronger, and all that stuff that goes into it?
Yeah, we got 6 sophomores, 6 juniors, 14 freshmen, and 1 senior. So the sophomore, junior class, I expect big things. I mean, Ryan's a senior, looking for a big season out of him this year. We'll see how things go. But definitely that sophomore and junior class, I mean, I have high expectations out of those guys. So.
Now, looking across the mat, too, at heavyweight, it's going to be a big test with a state runner-up in Thomas from last season. What do you guys kind of use for points maybe for that, maybe watch something that he does for maybe some of the underclassmen and say, hey, pick up on that, maybe study it a little bit more and use that down the road?
Yeah, I mean, Thomas is him and his older brother both were great wrestlers, physical. We got a heavyweight that's in the first year back this season. I think he's going to go out there and give him a run for his money. I mean, he's will he win? I don't know, but I think it's going to be a lot better match than what people anticipate on that. So, but.
Now, I know it has to be a big thing whenever it comes to an early season match, being here on your home gymnasium. How much energy do you expect from the crowd tonight?
I think you're going to see a huge energy out of the crowd tonight. I mean, this is basically our comeback season. I mean, we got 27 kids. We got a full 14-man roster out there that's going to step on the mat tonight. First time, in my coaching career as, head wrestling coach. Last 2 years, we didn't even fill a full team. Now I got 27 kids in the room, 14 that's going to start tonight. So I think the fans and the community is going to be super excited to get back in here and see where we're at. So.
Well, definitely, Coach. Well, thank you for your time. Good luck to the Mustangs.
Thank you.
Head Coach Kyle Warner of the Claymont Mustangs. Stick around. We'll be wrapping up your pre-match show on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel right after this.
Lindsay Adams State Farm takes pride in customer service, community involvement, and their professional knowledge in the products and services offered, providing protection to their customers in more ways than just their auto insurance by protecting you from encountering any unexpected occurrences, including your auto, home, income, and the loss of a loved one. At Lindsay Adams State Farm, you're more than a customer, you're part of their family. Learn more about what Lindsay and her agents can do for you by visiting lindsayadamsf.com. Ron's Heating and Cooling in Denison has been serving this great area since 1977. At Ron's, no matter what you need, they can handle it. From heating and cooling to standby Generac generators, water heaters, tankless water heaters, mobile home equipment, duct cleaning, and 24-hour no-heat service. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call 740-922-5252. Ron's Heating and Cooling proudly supports high school sports and would like to wish best of luck to all local athletes participating this season.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Kime, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Kime Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
Commercial building owners, how well do you keep your roof maintained? At Rightmark Roofing, we offer our Bullseye Maintenance Program to building owners to help keep your roof healthy. This includes our 21-point inspection that examines all the essential areas of your roof that require year-round maintenance, a detailed report on the health and status of your roof, priority service that moves you to the front of the line, and discounts that reduce the risk of expensive repairs. Give us a call at 330-275-0088 or visit our website at rightmarkroofing.com to learn more.
Lindsay Adams State Farm takes pride in customer service, community involvement, and their professional knowledge in the products and services offered, providing protection to their customers in more ways than just their auto insurance by protecting you from encountering any unexpected occurrences, including your auto, home, income, and the loss of a loved one. At Lindsay Adams State Farm, you're more than a customer, you're part of their family. Learn more about what Lindsay and her agents can do for you by visiting lindsayadamsf.com. Ron's Heating and Cooling in Denison has been serving this great area since 1977. At Ron's, no matter what you need, they can handle it. From heating and cooling to standby Generac generators, water heaters, tankless water heaters, mobile home equipment, duct cleaning, and 24-hour no-heat service. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call 740-922-5252. Ron's Heating and Cooling proudly supports high school sports and would like to wish best of luck to all local athletes participating this season.
Welcome back into your pre-match show. Big Z Sports has high school wrestling back on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel as you see the Claymont Mustangs taking the mat and the entrance that only they know how to do it with the drop-down light and everything. I know that makes both your guys very happy.
Oh, you can't beat it. Hey, there's nothing like a dual match. There's nothing like a local dual match here to get this season started. I know everybody loves tournaments, and those are fun. Don't get me wrong. Roll the mats out and bring in 20 teams, and let's see who's best. But, this is the intensity of it, of sometimes when you'll get two great teams going at it, or two teams with a history rivalry. It gets loud and a little raucous here, that's for sure.
I always say when you hear Bub Wallace on the mic and you start to hear "We Will Rock You," you know it's time for some Claymont Mustang wrestling.
Yeah, and I've come to learn as Big Z Sports has delved into wrestling. You guys aren't kidding at how loud this place gets, especially considering they're right on top of us, behind us. It is Claymont and Harrison Central, an early season tilt here for both these teams, or both these squads, I should say. And at the end of the day, as you mentioned already, Blaze, with the forfeitures that we're expecting for the Huskies, they kind of know they've got their backs against the wall to start things off here. But you're looking to learn a lot about what kind of group you have moving forward later on in the season with those tournaments like Travis was talking about.
Yeah, and you can take this, the guys that do, you're going to have some guys get some forfeits, and you're going to have some guys that get some matches, but you can take that momentum, and wrestling can be a lot of momentum. It can work against you and it can work for you, but you can use that to build off of, and like I said, carry into this weekend. And just looking back, nice crowd, and for a first duel, and I think you're going to start to see this place get even more packed as these guys start wrestling and this team starts to build some momentum, because I think that they're going to shock a lot of people this year. Yeah,
and Travis, for you, something that we talked about here early on was the numbers that Claymont has this year. Yes. Building that kind of group whenever they're this young, considering there's only one senior. We're talking about you could be setting yourself up for success years down the road.
This is how you win state titles. You bring in a huge class of 14 kids that have talent, have experience, and have a drive to get better. This is how it's done. I tell you, the landscape of wrestling has really changed here. One big thing we've seen, St. Peter's Graham has owned Division II for the last, 20, 25 years, Blaze, something like that. They dropped to Division III. Division II is wide open right now. Who knows what's going to happen, but there are 14 really talented kids. This is a freshman and sophomore team looking to get some experience, but I can tell you, with the amount of wrestling they've done in the past, they have no fear going out here.
I'm not gonna call any shots yet, but I think that there's a chance that you could see Claymont on the board this year in Columbus. I don't think that's far-fetched.
It's possible.
And I think that, like I said, with St. Peter's Graham out of the picture, moving to D3, I think it's really wide open 2-3 years from now.
Yeah. We have to give a big thank you to all of our sponsors for today, making high school wrestling on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel possible. In the Keim Home Center, Ron's Heating and Cooling, Right Mark Roofing, and Lindsay Adam State Farm Insurance Agency. Those are the fine folks that make this possible. And, we continue to expand, and just as an early season teaser, I guess, for the rest of the year. Yes. We have expanded. We're going to be doing a lot more with wrestling this year.
I tell you what, for Blaze and I, this is like Christmas.
Everybody gets 2 weeks from now. What are you talking about?
Hey, everybody gets December 25th. For us, we get 4 months of it.
Anytime.
We start December 11th. We're going to end it somewhere around March 15th is where we end our Christmas. It is the best 4 months in high school sports.
And we're going to try to squeeze every match we can in out of Adam.
I was going to say, don't look at me. You need to talk to that man.
We're going to try to get – and, hey, not to change the subject, but this is the first year the new rules are implemented. Yeah. So with Travis being a referee, you want to explain to the people the new rules?
These are the biggest changes that we've seen in high school wrestling in 20 years. First off, takedown is now 3 points. So, we have a lot of referees going to be sitting behind us tonight. They're good at yelling 2. I'm interested. Our head official here, Rocky Duesenberry, is going to be hearing people yelling 2, and when they forget that it's actually 3, he's smiling. But, takedown's 3. Now the near fall points have changed too, where you can have two swipes gives you 2 points, 3 swipes gives you 3, 4 gives you 4. And about within a minute, you can look up at the board and it be literally 12-3. I refereed last weekend, and the scores were out of sight. We're seeing a lot more tech falls with that. We saw over the Ironman, Bo Bassett. He tech foul every one of his kids. 4 of the 5, I think he tech fell in the first period. other big change is the edge of the mat. Traditionally, you had to have both feet in. If you look at that 28-foot circle, it was always, they called it the cylinder. Imagine it going straight up to the ceiling, and your knees had to be within sight of it in order for you to score near fall. Now, if you have a toe on that line, one toe, one finger, one elbow, you're scoring points. You can pin them.
Now, that goes closer to the college rules.
Exactly.
That's exactly what it is.
That's 100% what it is.
They adopted NCAA rules. Typically, we see the National Federation about 5 years behind what college does. So,
which is kind of the reverse from what you'd expect, I guess.
Yeah. No, well, we know offense sells tickets.
Yep.
You know, and
I was just going to ask you what was the spurring on of that.
So it started back in the Olympics. Probably 10 years ago, they looked at taking it out. They just wasn't popular, and they thought offense was going to change it. And they're right. It's become more and more popular. People want to watch it. It hasn't changed anything as far as the amount of participants that are in it. But what's changed is the viewership, or the people who are excited about it. Now you're seeing it on TV. You see the quarterfinals now on ESPN of the NCAA tournament. You see the quarterfinals. You see the semifinals. You see the finals itself. These are big productions, and people love offense.
Yeah, and that's one of the things this year I've noticed just from the preview. And I watched probably way too much Iron Man last week. But you're not out of a match. You're never out of a match. I mean, it's no longer a 5-point move. It's a 7-point move.
We'll take a brief timeout for our national anthem. When we return, action from the Palace. High school wrestling will be here right after this.
Lindsay Adams State Farm takes pride in customer service, community involvement, and their professional knowledge in the products and services offered, providing protection to their customers in more ways than just their auto insurance by protecting you from encountering any unexpected occurrences, including your auto, home, income, and the loss of a loved one. At Lindsay Adams State Farm, you're more than a customer, you're part of their family. Learn more about what Lindsay and her agents can do for you by visiting lindsayadamsf.com. Ron's Heating and Cooling in Denison has been serving this great area since 1977. At Ron's, no matter what you need, they can handle it. From heating and cooling to standby Generac generators, water heaters, tankless water heaters, mobile home equipment, duct cleaning, and 24-hour no-heat service. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call 740-922-5252. Ron's Heating and Cooling proudly supports high school sports and would like to wish best of luck to all local athletes participating this season.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Kime, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Kime Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
Commercial building owners, how well do you keep your roof maintained? At Right Mark Roofing, we offer our Bullseye Maintenance Program to building owners to help keep your roof healthy. This includes our 21-point inspection that examines all the essential areas of your roof that require year-round maintenance, a detailed report on the health and status of your roof, priority service that moves you to the front of the line, and discounts that reduce the risk of expensive repairs. Give us a call at 330-275-0088 or visit our website at rightmarkroofing.com to learn more.
High school wrestling live on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel as we feature the Claymont Mustangs and the Harrison Central Huskies. And this is going to be something that we know is going to be a lot of fun, but as was predicted, guys, or what has been talked about, a couple different forfeitures for Harrison Central. So the Mustangs will start off on the right foot, I guess, so to speak.
Yeah, they're starting at 106 pounds here. So actually our first match is going to be at 113 with Nash Edwards as a freshman going up against Braden McAfee, who is a sophomore. So this is going to be Nash's first experience here, and I know that Harrison wrestled already. There was a tournament he's wrestled at. So, Nash will get his first look here, and first time to wrestle under the big lights. We always say this is the most intimidating atmosphere there is. You walk out. I love football. Basketball is a great game, but you walk out under the light, you are by yourself. So
what's really funny is he says basketball is a great game, but there's been some interesting comments made about mats on gym floors.
Well,
right?
If we could just keep this thing permanently covered, it would be perfect. Nick, you might be the hardest working man in all of sports.
Oh, man.
You know that. I listen to the radio. There you are Saturday night at a state championship game. Tuesday, you're at a basketball game. Wednesday, you're at wrestling. And that's not counting you do some 6 a.m. show.
Yeah,
you might be the hardest working man out here. So
I appreciate that. Just call me Tusk County's Kirk Herbstreit. I guess I will just never be that good. That's the only thing there.
Hey, Nick, I was going to tell you, I was talking to my brother today, and he was telling me his morning routine is to listen to you.
Oh, good.
Every morning. But he's
got good taste.
There's some Christmas music going on. He's like, I'm having a hard time getting into the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer when I'm used to listening to Nick get me through the day.
Well, I'm still there. We got a little Christmas stuff going on. But hey, for you guys, like Travis said about it being Christmas already, that means it's time for wrestling, though, right? When the Christmas music starts.
It's our season. Christmas season, wrestling season, they go hand in hand. Unfortunately for the boys, it's also weight cutting season, so that's
they save the cookies for us. We'll take care of the cookies, the milk. They can eat the lettuce and
I want to know
drink the water.
I know why, obviously, for being in a gymnasium and stuff, but boy, what a terrible time to have to cut weight, though. The holidays.
Yeah.
But it teaches you real good restraint, right?
Oh, you better have restraint or you're not going to make weight, and that's no good.
One of the good things this year is they kind of did the hydration the day before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So some of them kids probably did their hydration and then put on.
They got to eat Thanksgiving.
25 pounds the next day, if they're anything like I was. But I mean,
we have time. I'll tell you a story about a young man putting on weight, a former Claymont wrestler. I won't tell you who he was because he's still bigger and badder than me. But the night of the Caddis match, he wrestled 160. I was a freshman, and we got back to the stadium. He weighed 185 pounds, and and that is not. I watched him get on the scales.
Yeah, that made me sick just thinking about trying to do something like that.
It was impressive. It was.
Well, all the competitors tonight have now been introduced here, and we will get things underway here shortly. As we said before, get subscribed to our YouTube channel, and you can make sure that you have your notifications on so you get notified when we go live. We've got plenty more wrestling on the way, more high school basketball. Eventually we go back to track and field as well, baseball, softball, so much good stuff that is going to be going on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel, and plenty of updates on our Facebook page as well. So as Travis mentioned, we're going to be getting things started tonight at 113 pounds.
It's 106 pounds here. They're going to send Cole Wallace out here. He's going to get his forfeit. Good job, Cole.
Hey, that counts as a win in the record book right there.
That's 6 points, and he is officially certified.
Yep.
He has wrestled his match at 106 pounds. So we're going to move on to Nash Edwards here and Braden McAfee, sophomore.
Versus freshman.
Yeah, so this will be interesting. Here we go. Big thing is that they're on the referees about to stand in the center of the mat. You start backing up, they're going to hit you for stalling. So Nash is keeping his butt here in the center where
nice little single there by Nash.
Single.
Cut off to a double. That's a three.
That's three. Listen for the crowd yelling 2. That's 3. Good job.
You heard a murmur of at the start. No.
McAfee kind of trying to sit out there. Edwards kind of staying tight and following him. Got that 2-on-1.
Nash is going to need to keep that nice and tight. Boy, if he can get that tight up against the body.
McAfee, another sit out there, but
do a little floating.
Yeah, kind of staying with him. And McAfee's relentless with that. Almost if he could run that into a Peterson there. Working his way up to his feet.
Yeah, they're going to be off the mat there.
They're going to keep him down.
But to that point there, exactly what Travis was saying with the new rules there, how long they were allowed to go on the edge.
Yeah, and Edwards is going to give him an optional start there, and it's going to be 3-1 now.
So you watch, these scores are going to get out of control if they're just going to go crazy on their feet. It's going to take no time and have a tech fall. It's the way these new rules are.
Yeah, it's gonna be lighting, almost like Christmas, lighting the scoreboard up.
Oh, he's about to get pancaked. Nash has got him on his back. He's going to lift that. If he lifts that head, McAfee's in trouble.
Toes and
there it is.
He calls it. There's a pin for Nash Edwards. That's going to put the team score at 12-0 for the Mustangs.
What's going to get out of hand here real quick? It looks like McGar and Henry. Daniel McGar at 120 looks like he's going to have a forfeit. Brady Henry and Niall Abrielle are all going to have forfeits here. It looks like about 18 points are going to get thrown on the board real quick. And in no time, we're going to be at 138 pounds. And I talked to Coach Warner here right before the match, and I said, what are you looking is going to be the best? And he's thinking 38 is going to be one of the better matches.
Yeah, I talked to when I talked to Coach Bryant, that's the 38-pounder for Harrison Central.
Andrew Cox.
Andrew Cox. That was a kid he said as a freshman was 32-11. And then kind of battled some injuries the past 2 years. And
but here's a senior.
Yeah.
Here's a senior. You cannot beat experience. So Ryan Jackson's a senior starting off his campaign here. And got a little dinged up in the preseason, but, you know, this is it for him. There's no time to go back. So
it's one of them last rodeos.
Yeah. So let's see what happens here. But he's a savvy veteran. He is.
There's a shot dump.
There comes a dump. He's going to put him right to his back if he doesn't let go.
3-point takedown for Jackson, and he's going to kick him out here. Make it 3-1. Another shot in there by Jackson and a takedown. This is where the scoreboard's going to get busy.
Yeah, so here we go. We're at 6-2 already, 25 seconds into the match.
Well, Travis, you mentioned this too about with a senior coming out there on the mat. It's hard you can't teach the grown man type strength.
No, you can't. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
So look at this. Jackson, that's just smart. He locked around the waist, rolled him right through. Jackson's might be a little more leery here on his feet. He's going to go to work on top of that bar and half.
And when you're running that bar half, he's going to try to chin him back here with it.
Yeah. If he shoves that head under, he can walk right around. So Jackson with a 9-2 lead already. We're under a minute into it.
He's
there. Again. This is going to be trouble. When your feet are off the mat, you're in trouble.
Ran it over the top, and
Jackson's going to sit hard. Look at him sit. He gets his butt on the mat.
And this is the first time we'll get the opportunity to do it if we don't get the fall here. It's going to be 4 back points here.
Yeah. Rocky holding those 4. That move hasn't been broken yet. Ryan's not giving up on this.
He's
got a chance to end it. He's going to try.
Uh-oh. He's going to get his 4 back, but
He's
Cox
got his 4.
Is going to kind of work his way. I never got his 1 yet. Technically.
No. Jackson's still in control. So there's no change at this point. Score's 13-2. 15 seconds left in the first period. He's going to try and gator roll him here.
Through.
Ryan,
this is where,
real smart move.
Bryant Cox needs to kind of look, and he still hasn't got his 1 yet.
Yeah, he needs to separate, get that 1 point.
Yeah, and
Jackson's holding on to that elbow. He's not going to get anything.
15 points scored in the first period.
Yeah.
Woo! Jackson leading 13-2 here. He's going to go down.
People love points. They do. Why not change the football? Why not change it to 10 points for a touchdown, right? 5 points for a field goal.
We trying to make Nick's job harder?
No, thank goodness there are no direct comments on our YouTube streams because they would have just exploded right now.
Oh, yeah, well, it seems arbitrary, you know? Jackson's neutral. He's going to dump him head side. You get in trouble doing that.
Yeah.
But then he puts him on his back. If he doesn't get the fall here, that's going to be the end.
Cox is almost, I don't know if he's got that arm. Oh, he does got the arm, and he's kind of, if he walks that around the head, he's got Jackson in trouble. But
it was 17-2. He had the tech fall on that.
Okay, yeah, so that move probably never should have happened.
It didn't matter. Once 17-2, once that tech fall was hit, that match is over.
It sounded good, though.
Yeah. Good job, Cox. I don't blame you for not giving up here.
No. And
way to fight through that.
Kind of what Coach Bryant's probably going to talk to him about, but
I'm sure that's probably what the conversation is with Rocky. And now we're changing it to 17-2, so you guys were right.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a tech fall, so that's going to be a 5 team points for the Mustangs, make it 35-0.
Thanks to Lindsay Adams State Farm Insurance Agency, Right Mark Roofing, Ron's Heating and Cooling, and the Keim Home Center, all making high school wrestling on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel a possibility.
Yeah, we can't thank our sponsors enough. It's the reason for them that we're able to do this, bring you guys coverage, and hey, we're always open for more wrestling sponsors.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, here's a matchup we could be seeing for several years to come. You know, we got a pair of freshmen here, Michael Abel out of Harrison Central and Luke Henry out of Claymont. So, pair of freshmen here at 144 pounds, and first time under the light for Luke and Michael. So here we go.
Just blast
just
double
right
Henry.
Away. Henry's going right away, right to attacking.
Single in there by Henry. He's going to drive off to a double, make it 6-1, and he's going to cut him again.
6-2, 15 seconds into the match.
Ankle, little knee
pick there. Be another 3. Henry's just going right to work. this is he's wrestled a ton in the off season. Henry's got a pile of matches in, so this is just another day at the office for him.
Yeah, and he actually had a really good showing last weekend at a varsity tournament, only losing to one of the top-ranked kids in Division I.
It's going to be 12-3 Henry. Only 45 seconds into it.
These guys are going with that Bo Bassett strategy.
Yeah.
For that off-season work for him, I mean, what do they say? To be the best, you got to beat the best, that kind of thing?
Yes. Well, you got to get a hold of them and all. And he's wrapped up tight in the cradle.
Yeah,
Luke gets his distance here. This match is going to be over, and there it is. It's going to be 41-0. Mustangs are up.
Pretty much domination from the start from Henry.
Well, those right away, right to work on his feet, and the score looks worse than it is after all those forfeits. We're going to go to 150 pounds here with.
We got Cam Stout for the Mustangs.
Yeah.
And is that Xander?
Looks like Xander Stable
for the Huskies.
Yeah. So
this is a guy for the Mustangs at freshman. I think a lot of people. He's been on a lot of people's radar for a while, though.
I got one word about Cam Stout, and that is hips. He has got a set of hips on him. He'll toss you from anywhere. So exciting for him to get out here and get an opportunity. But he's going against a junior, so here we go. Cam's an upper body. I wouldn't. There you go. Yeah.
He gave him his wings there. And he's,
Travis foresaw that rather well.
You don't want to go upper body with him. You mess with the bull, you get the horns.
And he's got a 5-1 lead here after he kicks him. He got a 3 takedown, 2 back.
Just right to an elbow pass, right to a single. Cam is going right to work. He's got that. Does he have the cradle locked? Looks like he's got something to say.
I was going to say.
I think he's got a cramp. So 8-2, Stout up 40 seconds into the first period.
Trying to throw that by there, snap him down. That's one thing with Cam. Cam will get you moving on your feet. And if you aren't light on your feet.
That's about the third dump I've seen tonight. Dumped him, he's right to his back.
And he's in trouble.
And this is in a bad way. Cam's going to walk that. There it is. There it is.
It's going to make the team score 47-0 for the Mustangs.
I think we got, for Stout, the double cramp as he's reaching for both calves now.
Yeah. Well, they get cut in weight, and that's what happens to them.
And that's where hydration after weigh-ins is huge.
Look at him. He's hobbling off the mat there like
Somebody,
he's 90 years old.
Water, pickle juice, bananas, anything.
Here at 157 pounds for the Mustangs, we're going to have Xavier Arthurs in for the Huskies.
This is Coach Bryant's son, Cale Bryant.
This is the coach's son, Cale Bryant. He's another freshman, I believe.
Yeah, Yep, Xavier's going to be a sophomore, so.
Dump in there by Arthurs, and he's going to let him back up. Did he get him back?
No back.
3-1. There's a shot in there by Bryant. Arthur's going to go behind. Another 3-point takedown.
For a freshman, you got to appreciate still trying to draw in some, shots and
absolutely.
Going for it.
Hey, you go out there, you may as well go after it. Mm-hmm. He went after it. He went after Xavier. Xavier, big sophomore, and Cale Bryant's going to grow over the years here. That's for sure. He's a young freshman.
He's going to grow. He's going to mature into his body, and he's going to be someone we're going to watch out for in the future.
Like a pair of forfeits we got here.
I was going to say
Dominic Slider and Calvin Edwards both going to be forfeited to 75 or 65 and 75. I saw this stat at the Iowa State tournament. There was 14 different Cales at the Iowa State, all spelled in a different way. The legend Cale Sanderson is obviously having an impact on some people.
So you have Cael, you have probably Kael, you have Kail.
Cale, Kale, there's a half dozen different ways of spelling Cale. So, all right, well, here comes Quade Shaw, brother of Wyatt Shaw, going up against Caden Hendricks. So we got a freshman in Shaw, and Hendricks is a junior. So Mustangs ahead 65-0.
This is where, when you talk about this Huskies lineup, this is where I think at 190, where obviously you start to get into their meat and potatoes.
Yeah, they've got a number of 190-pounders. That makes it for a great room when you got all those kids. But Shaw's in on that dump,
and
he lost that elbow. But look, they're still in. They are still in.
He's kind of on that hip.
Three. Right there it is.
riding tough, getting that cross wrist there. 2-on-1. Looks like he breaking him down there. Almost looked like he was going to try to tilt it.
Yeah, so if he can get some weight out on top of it, on his toes here, Quade Shaw.
Going for
there
that,
you go.
Wyatt Shaw cradle.
That famous cradle. Here it is. Doesn't quite have. I think he lost his that crossface on it there.
He's still running it.
Just get him to turn around here. We can see his hands a little better.
Yeah, that's. I can't tell if he's.
I'll let you guys yell out there and ask him to turn it around.
Wait, turn around here so we can see.
This is almost prototypical where he'll kind of use that barbed wire to set up at cradle. Wyatt did the same thing.
And there it is. Cradle's locked. Bottom knee in the ribs. And there it is. Wow. Just like that. Mustangs are up 71-0. But here come the big boys for Harrison Central. They got a couple really tough kids here. Yeah. Starting with 215 pounds, Knox McKibben, who's a freshman, going up against a junior from Claymont, Kendall Renneker.
Yeah, Knox is one of those guys, junior high state placer last year. He's the real deal.
Yeah, he's legit. He's put together. So
he walks on the mat. He looks the part.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't lack for confidence, and for good reason. He is talented. So he's dumping
there, and he's
Kendall, and he's right to his back.
Walking that towards the head.
And there it is.
There was nothing real fancy. It was just straight power.
Yep. Just went in there, dumped him. And now you're getting to Harrison's big dog of the night. This is the returning state champion in Landon Thomas.
Runner-up. He lost
a close one. Runner-up?
Yeah,
okay.
He's projected state champ this year, lost a close one, or lost a tough one last year in the finals. His brother and them both, actually.
Yeah, well, he's legit. He's going up against Braylon Mullen of the Mustangs. He is a junior. Hasn't wrestled in a few years here, but if you can hear, you're going to hear him yelling moose. Because
we heard that on the football field this year.
And that's with Braylon, that's talking to Coach Warner. Braylon just kind of getting back into it. He's had nothing but great things to say about Moose. And he thinks the Braylon you see now is going to be a different Braylon than what you see come February and March.
Take some time to get your legs.
Yes,
it's been a few years since he's wrestled, but he's got a base. He knows what he's doing. So it'll come back to him.
And we've seen him. We've seen him at running back for Claymont. Yeah. Not a lot of guys 250 pounds that can move like him.
No.
And that's the same goes for Thomas.
Thomas is legit.
250 some pounds that moves like he's 180 pounds.
Both of these guys, like basically offensive linemen. For Thomas, definitely. Mullen, like you said, fullback, running back. It is amazing to watch how light on their feet they actually move. We were talking before this match got underway that we watched Thomas pull out his best suplex in week 1 of the football season and said, he's ready to go.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, a running back would have to be licking their chops behind these two guys because they're athletic as can be. And, that's the second shot by Mullen. Thomas is just, he is solid in his technique. He can feel it coming. It looks like he's trying to jack that elbow up almost.
I was going to say, Mullen needs to control that elbow there, and he's doing it. Kind of circle his way back out. Thomas is going to get that.
He's going to get him all sprawled out and get his 3 here.
Mullen, that looks like okay, there it is. The 3-point takedown for Thomas with 30 seconds to go here in the first period.
He's hanging tough with him. So,
and taking shots. You see a lot of heavyweight matches where you see guys not shooting. Mullen came out here, returning state runner-up, and he's firing them off.
Firing away. He's ready to go. So good for him. Love the confidence and his ability. Thomas has just got some heavy hips on him right now. This is a bad spot to be in. And Thomas is going to get it done. So that's going to be it.
There's almost nothing you could do there when he got that position, but it is a dominating performance from top to bottom for Harrison Central.
71-12. It's great job by the Mustangs.
I said Harrison Central.
Hey, people are going to be throwing things back.
So you said the comments were off.
Yeah, I did. So we're all good there. Hey, a huge thank you to all of our sponsors tonight in the Keim Home Center, as well as Lisa Adam, State Farm Insurance Agency, Right Mark Roofing, and the Keim Home Center. Or I think Ron's Heating and Cooling, pardon me. So for you guys, this is kind of what we thought could potentially be how this one went.
I said the match would probably be about 35 minutes. 40, it's 22.
22 minutes long.
We're halfway there.
Yeah, so thank you to everybody who has tuned in. Of course, we'll have more high school wrestling on the way. And what would you guys say for either side? I'll ask you this first for Harrison Central, and I'll ask you this, Travis. What do you think, they're going to take away from this tonight? Obviously, didn't have a whole lot of your weights ready to go. You still got some kids that you're figuring out where they're going to be and such.
Right. Well, it's early. This is just dipping your toe into the water is all it is. And it's early for them. They got some really inexperienced guys, so this is what exactly they have to do. They got to go out and get against guys who have experience. The Mustangs are young, but they're going to beat a lot of teams with experience because they've had so much. A lot of those
young guys have been. Since they've been walking, they've been wrestling.
Hundreds and hundreds of maybe thousands of matches in already.
Both of these teams are going to be at Barnesville this weekend, so they're going to go there and they're going to see a lot of competition.
Right.
Yeah, and on the other side of the coin, Blaze, I'll ask you for Claymont. You came in, handled business how you thought you were going to. Any small things you think they might focus on moving forward?
Honestly, I think that's probably about what Coach Warner could have asked for. You obviously knew 220 and heavyweight were going to be tough matches. That's their, like I said, their meat and potatoes, 2 studs, and everything else, you handled business, got bonus points in every match. We didn't see a decision tonight.
No. Well, the freshmen got it done, didn't they? The freshmen really went to work.
I think, obviously, we would have liked to see more matches, but I think for them, it's probably, hey, business as expected. Let's keep our weight down, and we got weigh-ins 2:30 on Friday. So tomorrow will probably be maybe go over the basics, cut a little bit of weight, and
back at it
on Friday.
All right, well,
we got Coach Warner over here smiling from ear to ear.
Well, that's a good sign. Hey, you know how we could get, if he doesn't want to smile, we can call him over and ask to get another interview. Yeah, Coach Warner not exactly excited about that. Nah. He does a great job, and you guys do a great job, too. Thank you so much. And if you want more high school wrestling, it will be on the way on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Check out our Facebook page for the latest scoring updates from that. And, of course, high school basketball will return on Friday. Check us out there for that latest schedule as well. For Blaze McMorrow and Travis Poland, I'm Nick McWilliams. Until next time, Z Country.
Thanks for watching this Claxon Communications production of high school sports on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. For the latest news and scores, follow Big Z Sports on Facebook, on Twitter @Big_Z Sports, and on Instagram. Don't miss any of the live stream coverage all season long by simply subscribing for free to Big Z Sports on our YouTube channel. For the best in high school sports coverage, there is only one Big Z Sports.